Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to Small Streamer Diaries, the podcast. This is episode 24, and with me for this episode, I have my friend BigJ. BigJ, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for being here. Would you please do a introduction of yourself for those that may not know you?
Okay, no problem. My name is Big J, and I am the owner of Too Lit. I've been a content creator slash streamer for about 5 years, and I can say that I started off on Mixer and just went through Twitch and all these other platforms, and then currently now I'm streaming on both YouTube and Kick.
And what kinds of things do you usually do on your streams?
Uh, so I do a lot of collaborations. I do co-streams. I do podcasts. I'm always, interacting with the chat. Like I think that to me is important to collaborate with other people, and I think whenever I network and like do like podcasts or like co-streams and stuff, like that's what I like to do. Like far as like gaming and podcasts and stuff. So like when it comes to gaming, I play different games. You got all these different genres. So I'm pretty much all over the place. So I think more now I'm focusing on podcasts more than
Yeah.
gaming or that
So,
nature.
yeah. So you're a people person. You really like to have your content with other people.
True.
Yeah. Okay, I could definitely see that. You're a super nice person. So
Thank
please,
you.
yeah, please go check out Big J's streams. He will talk to you a lot. I promise.
I'm very, very, very social. And it goes, I guess because of my personality and just, school, I moved a lot, being a former Navy brat, just, moving all to different places and just, fitting in with people all over it and stuff. So you kind of get used to being around people and you just,
Yeah.
my work at a line, working in customer service, working in, like different, I guess you would say, stores and just like dealing with customers and stuff. So you just kind of get used to that communication and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah. So we met. Actually, I don't know. How did we meet? Did you find me on
my
Twitter?
cousin Saint Whisper.
Oh, yeah. But did you find me like on Twitter or like?
Yeah,
Okay.
Twitter. It was Twitter. It was Twitter.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, through Sainted Whisper, who actually I don't even know how Sainted found. I have to ask him. I don't know how he. I don't even know how we met.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. I think maybe on Twitter when I think maybe he was posting about YouTube streamers or something, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a YouTube streamer," and
yes.
Sainted is also super nice person. So yeah, so he's your cousin. We have also all collaborated on your stream before as well. So please go check Sainted out as well. Very super nice. Like you both are so I can see why you're cousins. Like I can see the family resemblance. You both are very super social.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, whenever. So my thing was like, so whenever we were all, on all different platforms, like we all originated from Mixer, and then when Mixer, stopped, uh, he kind of leaned more towards YouTube, and I kind of leaned more towards that purple platform.
Ah.
And yeah, so like you would always try to convince me to, do YouTube, and I'm like, I was discouraged in the beginning because you see, like, to be a YouTube partner, you had to have 1,000 with 4K hours watched, and it's like, I don't know, I don't think people really be into me like that. But then, he would really push over there on YouTube, and I would see him like really doing this thing, and I'm like, he's doing good, and I got up to 3K followers on Twitch, but it was just like, it just never felt like home. Like Mixer, that felt like home for me. And I will say that, I appreciate the platform as far as meeting everybody, but other than that, I never really felt comfortable over there.
Yeah.
You know, I got an email from Kick one day, and they were like, basically telling me to like stream over there, and make a name for myself and just represent. And they told me if I made an account that within 48 hours I would be affiliated, which that's pretty much like an opportunity right there given. And I didn't even realize that because when I read the email, I pretty much just kind of skimmed through it and then like just didn't happen to read that part. But my second stream, my first stream that I did on Kick, I got a host, and that encouraged me to want to stream more. So
So you started on
second,
Kick like very early on, like
yeah,
right when they were launching.
I would say around March.
Okay.
So I guess about 2 months after they, launched for the public to try or whatnot.
Yeah.
So my second stream in, I put road to or path to affiliate, and then I'm streaming for about a good 20, 30 minutes. And then my friend, she goes, "Hey, you have a sub button." And I'm like, "Huh?" Like, and she says, "People can subscribe to you." And I go, "No way." And the next thing you know, I'm getting subs from a couple of my friends, and it was insane. But then I read the email again, and it literally said within 48 hours you would be affiliate. So I didn't even have to
Wow.
go through
Okay.
the whole process of getting affiliated.
Yeah. So you
I just,
and Sainted were both on Mixer?
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you guys had been on Mixer. So what did you think of Mixer?
Uh, I really loved Mixer. To me, Mixer was a place where I felt like anybody had an opportunity. I mean, and honestly, I really loved it. It had a lot of good people. I mean, you come across those platforms and you have those people are, shall we say, trolls, but I mean that's just ordinary. But overall, I met a lot of great people, been in a lot of great communities, and it was a really good time on Mixer. So yeah, I really enjoyed Mixer. It was a really great platform to be on. It's just heartbreaking whenever they had to shut down.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could have seen Mixer because I did not get into streaming or content creation until after Mixer had already shut down. Like they went up and shut down like before I even looked at any of that stuff. So I never even got
Yeah.
to see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I know that they called it Bean before I even started. So once I started, it was Mixer. I know my other cousin, he convinced me to start streaming. That's if it honestly, if it wasn't for my cousin MFG the end, I wouldn't have been a streamer. So I owe a lot of it to him because
Oh, cool.
he's the one that brought it to my attention
Yeah.
that streaming was a thing. Because I mean, I had a Twitch account back in the day, but it wasn't like the way I looked at it. It was just to stream whenever me and my friends would game competitively, like in sports, so that nobody could. So it was like I had it set up to where we all would stream. So like if we gamed against each other, people could see that we weren't cheating or anything. So like they
Yeah.
could visually see like if we were cheating or not, they could call it out. So that's what we use it for. And I didn't put two and two together to realize that I was streaming this whole time and didn't even realize it. But when I was told, to stream on Mixer, it was like, okay, I'll try it. And we are 5 years down the road.
Yeah. So did you know about Kick before they emailed you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you'd never heard of it before.
I didn't hear, I've never known that there was a thing. And then when I got the email, I was like, because I know a lot of people were like, have you tried Trovo? I've tried it here and there. I did Facebook gaming and I would stream on TikTok from time to time. But I don't know. I just, I was looking for another route, like an opportunity. Like I would do YouTube sometimes, but I wasn't really serious into it because like I said, I thought the 1,000 subscribers was intimidating. It
Yeah.
seemed so far to reach for me at the time. But yeah, I got the email from Kick, and they were already 2 months in advance, and I didn't know anything about it. And like I told my community about it. Like I talked to the admin team, and they were like, you were just talking about looking for another platform. Why don't you give it a try? At least make a name so that if you did, want to have your name. So I made me an account, and then the rest was history.
So, what did you think? Like, what were your first thoughts when you got this email and you were like, okay, this is a new streaming platform? What were your very first thoughts about it?
Oh man, do I really want to start over again? Like this was my thought process. It was like, do I really want to start over again? I understand people, some people don't like change. Sometimes change can be good, and I'm just thinking to myself, why not? Why not give it a go? You never know what'll happen, right? So
Yeah.
I decided to make an account and just give it a go.
Yeah. So, what do you like about Kick?
I like the fact that that it's a platform of opportunity for anyone to make it. Like it's not just based off of top tier content creators and streamers, but if you put in the hard work and dedication, you can make a name for yourself over
Yeah.
there. They're very supportive. I've met a lot of good people on Kick, and a lot of good communities that I've been a part of, and I love it. I do.
So, it's got good discoverability?
Discoverability is pretty good. I mean, it's not like you just stream one day and then you have a million people in your channel, of course. But I mean, I feel like it's a beta platform, so it's still in beta. Like if you go to Kick right now, it still says beta.
Mm-hmm.
It's been out for about 6 months. Um, what I can say is that every time that I've gone live, so the thing is when you stream on there, in order for you to host out to somebody, which is the same thing as they call it host over there. In order for you to host somebody, you have to have 5 people or more to host out to another streamer. So I can honestly say that I have not had anything under 5 ever since I've been streaming over there.
Okay.
So
Okay. So, do you feel like the discoverability is better than Twitch?
I do,
Yeah.
honestly. I can say I don't have to mention a name. I won't. So I'll say that there's been streamers over on Twitch that would average between 1 to 3, and then came over to Kick and is averaging between 10 to 20. So I mean, and it's not just viewers because they're actually engaging, they're talking, they're replying. So it's real people in there talking. So it's just it's bizarre how you go from one platform to the next, and then you see a huge difference in both platforms.
Yeah. So, what don't you like about Kick?
Uh, Honestly, if I had to say something, I don't, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm sitting here thinking like, like what's the cons of it? I guess because I honestly don't have any issues with it. I mean, I'm really sitting here trying to think like
Yeah.
what can I say? Okay, so I will say the only thing that I have to say. So I know on YouTube, you can stream on PS5, but that's it. You can't do it on Xbox. I think maybe if they were to give give a consoles a chance, maybe if they were to work out something like that, I think that would be pretty cool. I think that's probably a con that they can't stream on console as of right now. But who's to say what happens in the near future? But I know, as far as right now, that's probably my only thing because I know there's so many people that's on that platform that want to stream over here, but they can't because you got to have a PC or a
Mm,
laptop with the capture card and all of that. So kind of like a YouTube thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask a slightly different question then. What is something you would like to see Kick improve? So maybe it's not necessarily something you don't like, but something that you think could improve.
Co-streams. So I don't know if you knew about what they did on Mixer, but like when you did a co-stream, it would be like you would connect to each other and you could see both chats. So it'd be like we would be like kind of like almost side by side and we would be playing the same game and we could see each other's chats without me having to have an extra tab open for you or you having an extra tab open for me to see what the chats is
Mhm.
saying. We would both have our chats in one like little thing, and I think that would be pretty cool if they add that feature.
Yeah, I agree, and I would like to see all the platforms doing that. Actually, that sounds really cool. So,
That would be pretty
note for
cool.
you too, YouTube. You could add that too. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
Okay, so you stream on YouTube too, right?
yeah. As a matter of fact, I restream. So a lot of the times when I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm streaming.
Okay, okay. So, what do you like better?
You talking about platform wise, or
Yeah,
you
like
talking about?
yeah, do you like Kick or YouTube better for streaming?
So if you have to put it all down when it's all said and done, I feel like YouTube would be more beneficial. But as of like so my thing is about engagement. Like I want to talk to a lot of people. And I know when I stream on YouTube, I get between I want to say between like 5 to 20 at a time usually. So like I'm averaging at least mid amount. So it's not like a high amount like a lot of people, but when I'm on Kick, I have a lot of people in there. I'm talking between 40 to 80 and it gets wild over in the Kick in. But I mean, I feel like I like to talk to the people. So like the more people the better. Even though I don't have a lot of people that watch me on YouTube right now, I do feel like YouTube is will eventually be more beneficial, but I do love Kick. I love Kick a lot. So it's kind of like it's a balance.
Yeah.
It's like this, but I mean, I feel like a lot of people know YouTube more,
Mm.
and that's like with Twitch, Kick, all of those platforms. I feel like more people know YouTube. I feel like when it's all said and done, I feel like YouTube will be the thing that everybody just knows. Not everybody's gonna make an app for Kick. Not everybody's gonna make an app for Twitch, but everybody knows YouTube.
Yeah,
Parents have YouTube.
I find in like the people in my real life, like my IRL friends and family, probably like 99% of them don't even know what Twitch is. But I have never met anyone that doesn't know what YouTube is. I mean,
Exactly.
everybody and their brother are on YouTube.
Facts. That's why I think honestly, a lot of people may not say it, but I really feel like um, YouTube partner is the thing that everybody wants to have. I feel like that is the end game goal for a lot of content creators and streamers. Like I feel like once you become YouTube partner, I feel like you're like cemented. I feel like you're there.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that because I feel like all the biggest streamers right now, they either have a YouTube channel that they actively post on, or they had used YouTube to get big as a streamer. And I know of a few big streamers that don't really post on YouTube anymore, but they used YouTube to get where they are. So like it's like everybody used YouTube. Everybody who's a content creator, whether you're a streamer or whatever kind of content creator, like you are using YouTube. Like you,
right,
you just like
and I
have to use YouTube. There's just
I
like no
agree.
way
I
around it.
I agree, and I honestly wish I would have used YouTube sooner. I may not know how to edit videos. Like if you look at a lot of my videos, they're just they're unfiltered. Like everything it's just raw material. So like I don't edit or anything like that. And I see how people do like those cool edits and stuff, and I'm like, dang, what if I knew how to do this or that? That would make my videos better. So like I feel like that is my Achilles heel when it comes to my videos is the editing part. I never learned and I'm like always looking at people and a lot of the times they'd be like, YouTube it, and I'm like, really? But
Yeah.
yeah, I think YouTube is definitely the one that a lot of people would want to be a part of. I feel like a lot of people stream on other platforms, but I think a lot of people would want their YouTube to take
Yeah, editing is definitely the hardest part. I mean, I just started doing some edited videos. Like I just started posting some game review videos and I do shorts, but those are a lot easier to edit than a long form video. And then, the podcast, I don't edit that at all. It's just one giant hour-long conversation with somebody. But editing is definitely, I think, the part that most people have the most difficulty with. But it is definitely learnable. So if anybody out there listening to this, if you want to be on YouTube but you're afraid of the editing, it is really hard, especially using a video editing software. It's very intimidating, and you have all these like bars and stuff, and like sound and video bars, and you have no idea what they mean. You have no idea what any of these effects mean, but I mean, you'll get to know it.
I agree.
Okay. Man, I forgot. I thought of a question for you, but I forgot. Okay. No, I remember. Okay. So, going back to Kick. So what kind of community features do they have like in their chat? Do they have channel rewards and stuff like that, like on Twitch?
So as of right now, um, all that they have is people can subscribe or they can gift sub. I know that they've had talks with the CEO himself, even the staff of Kick, and they've even mentioned it on Twitter, aka X. They have mentioned that they're going to add super chat and they're going to add kicks, which is equivalent to bits.
Okay. So okay. Well, let me ask it this way. What kinds of other chat features or community features would you like them to add?
Um, Chat features. I think that adding super chat, which is like YouTube. I think that that'll be pretty cool because I mean, some people might not have $5 to sub to somebody. They might have like $1 to throw it at the chat, at the streamer. So I definitely think that that would be beneficial. So I would definitely lean more towards the super chat and the kicks as well.
Okay. So you don't feel it's necessary to have like the channel rewards and like the hype trains and things like that?
I think that that would be beneficial too. I mean, if you, I don't know if you knew, but I know a lot of people are very encouraged for the whole 95.5% like split. So a lot of people, you know, see that and they want to be a part of that. Which I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, a lot of people want to make streaming a business. So I mean, if you think of it in the business aspect of things, that does look really good. But we all know that in order for you to do that, you got to be willing to put in work and dedication and time. You got to be able to support as well. So
Yeah. So speaking of the 95.5 sub split, so if anyone listening doesn't know, Kick has a 95.5 sub split. So the streamer gets 95% of the sub revenue and Kick gets 5%. But a lot of people are extremely suspicious of this. Like they're like, how can Kick, sustain that? Even YouTube is like a 70/30. So what are your thoughts on it being 95.5? Like, is it sustainable? Can they keep that up? Or like, why do people think that it's not sustainable, do you think?
uh, I honestly, I'm not sure, but I do know that Kick doesn't even get that 5%. So if there's a thing called Stripes,
Mm-hmm.
they get that 5%. So
Oh,
like
okay.
Kick doesn't even get any of that.
Yeah.
It goes like the 5% goes to Stripes. So like you're basically getting the whole thing, but you know Stripes is getting their little percent because
Hmm.
the way their system is. So I know on Twitch you get it every 15th of the month. On Kick you get it every first of the month.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know about the 5% on
Yeah,
Kick.
so like another thing too is you don't have a minimum that you have to make in order to get that. So like say if you made like $20, that's what you're going to get next month. You don't have
Oh,
to get $50 like on the other platform in order to get a payout. You whatever you get is what you get next month.
yeah, I did not know that either. Okay, so here's a big question I have for you. So Kick being partially owned by the founders of stake.com, which is a gambling website. A lot of people have several issues with this. I think this is mostly why I think the platform is very, very divisive, because people are very against putting gambling on a streaming platform where there's a lot of younger kids on it. I don't know what the age minimum for to make a Kick account is, but on Twitch you can be as young as 13 to make an account, and people don't want gambling being exposed to kids. And a while back Twitch had a whole big thing where they banned gambling streams. So they used to allow them, and then people basically called for them. Like people, kind of created like a mob and wanted Twitch to ban gambling streams, and eventually they did. So people have a huge problem with Kick being partially owned by the founders of stake.com. So what do you think of that whole thing?
Honestly, I know that that's the whole ordeal is that it's behind stake. Honestly, um, I never really like put any thought into it because I mean I know every business has like their their thing that pretty much found them. So like I know with Twitch is Amazon, so like I feel like every organization is like ran behind the scenes with other companies. So I honestly feel like you know uh it may seem a little, but I mean I don't. I really can't say, but I mean, I just know that things. How can I put it? So I've been told what has happened, like what's going on over on like far as that aspect. I hear that it's still even goes on behind the scenes on other platforms. So like I don't like I can't like 100% say, but I just know they may have banned it, but behind closed doors, who knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I can't talk bad about it. I mean, I just me personally, I don't really know how I could answer that. I mean, I know that and I know people. That's why a lot of people are kind of like, I don't know, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair, because I mean, I'm with you in the fact that like every large company can never be like 100% like morally good. Like in order to make a company as large as Amazon, I don't think, along the way, I don't think they made all the morally good choices in order to get that large of a company. So yeah, I totally understand. I don't think Twitch and even YouTube, even though I'm like so pro YouTube, like I know that there's no possible way, as big as YouTube is, there is no possible way they were like 100% good all the way up. So I think
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay, so what misconceptions do you think people have about Kick?
I think that's it. I think a lot of people think because it's ran by state. I think they feel a little kind of like I guess you would say kind of like not too sure. They feel unsure of wanting to join the platform because I get it. It's fairly new, so when something is new, people are kind of like a little like hesitant because they don't know if it's going to be around short term or long term. So like me, I know when joining a new platform, especially when it's still in beta, you're taking a chance. But as of right now, things look really good over here. And I would definitely recommend it, just like I would recommend people to stream on YouTube. I mean, you have your pros and cons on all platforms. And honestly, I feel like YouTube partner is like one of those those goals, those achievements that once you make it, good. And I know on the Kickin, they just did a partnership. So like they did a first class for partners, and I know that they just talked about this like maybe a few days ago. They just said that they're gonna do another 50 partnership of in like 2 to 3 weeks. They're gonna sign 50 more partners, and then another month after that, they're gonna sign another 50 partners, and then after that, so with that being a total of 100 partners signed, they're gonna release it to the public on what you can do partnered on Kick. So I think that that's gonna be pretty cool because
Hmm.
a lot of people didn't even know that they're gonna be doing an hourly pay on Kick.
Yeah, I think that, and that is something that like no other platform has done, unless it comes to like the really big contracts. Well, I don't know how they're paid out exactly. I don't know if they're like hourly exactly, but the really big streamers that get these exclusive contracts with like Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, they are contracted to stream a certain amount of hours. I mean, I guess it comes out to like an hourly wage, but they are signed for like a certain amount, like X amount of hours per month or whatever. But you know, giving people like, you know, not at that level, because I noticed that some of those people in the first class program, you know, they're not like, they don't have like 5,000 viewers every single time. So
Right.
offering
Right.
like a base hourly pay to streamers that are smaller or are, you know, newer to streaming, that's something that no other platform has done. So I think that'll be very, very interesting. I think that's going to attract a lot of people over to Kick as well. Man, okay. I keep thinking of these questions and then I say something and I forget what they are.
I'm
Okay.
here. I'm here. All the
Okay.
questions. I'm here. I got all night.
Okay, now I remember. See, if you just give me a second, I'll remember. Okay. How did your community react when you said, "Hey, I'm going to go over to Kick"?
So a lot of them were very hesitant in the beginning. They kind of just like sit back and they would just kind of lurk and just watch how I would do. And then as they seen the traction and seeing the like the networking, they seen like host out to me and see people like actually starting to like show me a lot of support. They seen that and it was like, hey, like maybe it's not so bad over there. Let me give it a try. So like they all slowly started going over. They would stream one day of the week, maybe then it would be like 2 days, and then some people even started, full throttle. That was like, hey, I'm gonna keep streaming on Kick, and I'm not gonna go to that other platform. I'm gonna focus on Kick and just do Kick only. So I've seen a lot of different people. So some people they split it, but not too many. But a lot of them have just converted over to Kick.
So did you have anybody say like, I'm not going to watch you there? No. Okay. That's good.
I mean, you have some people that are, gonna stay with the other platform, and that's fine by all means. But some of them may not stream on Kick, but I do know some people on the other platform that'll still watch me stream on Kick or YouTube. And for that, I'll still go in their streams on that platform and still show them support.
Yeah.
I think that that's very important.
Yeah. Yeah. I still also have friends on the platform that shall not be named. And I mean, I see people, you know, they're slowly moving away from the platform that shall not be named. But you know, when I went to YouTube, like everybody thought I was crazy. Like you didn't know me then, but I got so much crap for going to YouTube because people were like, "Are you crazy? You can't go to YouTube. That's not where people stream. Like nobody's ever gonna discover your live stream on YouTube. Nobody ever watches streams there." And look where we are now. Now everybody wants to go to somewhere else. Everyone wants to go somewhere else now.
Yeah. You
All
know,
right.
and you know they said that, but I mean, look at you now.
I know, right?
Partner, let's go. Brr,
Let's
brr,
go.
brr,
Thank you.
brr.
Thank you. See, I was right. Oh, you said I was crazy. Well, not you, but you know, the people people watching it.
Yeah.
You didn't know me then, so you couldn't have said I was crazy, but I don't think you would have anyway.
Right.
Okay, so
Facts.
this episode is about Kick though, so we'll bring it back to Kick. Okay, so what is something you want more people to know about Kick? Just maybe not necessarily like a misconception, but maybe just something you think not enough people are aware about.
Honestly, I feel like it's a platform that anybody has an equal opportunity to grow and get love and support. I mean, it's a platform that you can make a name for yourself and make a lot of friends, and you know, gain as much support as you're willing to put in. You know, whatever you're willing to put in is what you're going to be able to get back. And I feel like a lot of people that are looking to grow up in the rankings and be able to be successful and all of that, I think that this is a really great platform for people to try.
So, do you feel like Kick is better suited for certain games or certain types of games or certain types of content or anything like that?
Honestly, I feel like because it's such a new platform, everybody's trying to make a name for themselves on every category. So like if you go to Kick right now, you'll see like everybody like grinding it out, trying to make a name for themselves on like Call of Duty or Fortnite, or, what's another one? Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which that game just came out. I mean, you have so many different game genres and different game categories and games. I feel like because it's a new platform, nobody is like the it person when it comes to like that category. So like everybody's trying to make a name. So they're trying different games and different genres to see they where their niche is, you know, where they're gonna, you know, be successful at.
Okay, so
I,
like if you're playing a certain game, like you don't really see a lot of people playing that on Kick, like you should go to Kick and like you should be like one of the first people there, like playing. Like if I'm playing, like I'm playing Dave the Diver right now. Like I don't know a lot of people playing it in general. So like I should be going to Kick and being like, okay, I'm gonna be like the first Dave the Diver content creator on there, even though that game is only like 20 hours long. So I don't know how much content I can make out of it, but okay,
yeah, I
let's
mean,
pick another, like Final Fantasy 16. I just finished that game. So that's a really long game. So I could be like, okay, I could be like the Final Fantasy streamer on Kick because that's not like really
yeah,
a thing over there yet. But you could be the
right,
thing. You could be the first thing.
right. So like that's what it's like right now. So like, you know, pretty much on like Twitch, you know, you have like yeah, I said the name. But yeah, whenever you're on that other platform, you know, everybody's kind of like they know like what you know what game categories and what genres like somebody's gonna like top rank or whatnot. But like over on Kick, you know, it's a land of opportunity. So like, say for example, if I were playing Arc or something like that, you know, like not many people may play Arc, so like you probably see me in the upper top, like when it comes to like the categories, like the rankings and stuff, you probably see me in like the top because not, you know, like you know, many people may play like certain games, but maybe not. It's like I look at a lot of that, and I'll see a lot of times like games like Mario Party or Mario Kart. Like I can go in there and like I'll be up in like the top category, or like I do a lot of music. So like whenever, so what I do is when I'm streaming on both platforms, that's usually when I do like my podcast or my co-streams when I'm gaming. But like when I'm like strictly on Kick, I kind of go in the music category and just kind of do my own thing. And I'm usually in the top 10. So
Okay, okay. Okay, so speaking of music, this made me think of another question. So what is Kick like in terms of like copyright strikes and DMCA and stuff like that? Because people I know have a huge issue with like music copyrights on Twitch and YouTube, and even if they're just like playing a game and they can't help it if like you know some music is playing in their game and then all of a sudden their video or their stream is taken down.
Well, I know. So if it comes to that, if it gets like, I know, if it gets bad, the staff they'll actually come in there and they'll like ask you, hey, can you know, like change it or do something else. And I actually I praise them for that because a lot of other you know companies, a lot of other platforms won't even give you like that. Like they may email you, but they won't actually go on your stream and like ask you.
Yeah.
So
So you get a warning first. But yeah,
yeah,
yeah, on YouTube and platform that shall not be named, you won't even know. Like your stream will just get taken down.
right.
Like you won't even know
It'll
during the
get
fact. It'll only happen after. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh, they're like copyright claim. And you're like, well, I was
right,
just playing a game. Like I didn't know that was going to come into the game.
right, and I get it. So like a lot of the times, because like I like to play like wrestling games and I like to play like sports games. They have a lot of music, so I try not to stream that on YouTube, even though I like streaming on YouTube. I try not to stream those games on YouTube because
Mm,
they're gonna be like copyright.
yeah.
Just mute that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do know that you can kind of, you as of right now, I know you can game all the games and you don't have to turn anything off. I don't know how that's gonna go down the road, but as of right now, like the games that people play, I haven't heard anybody get in trouble behind like GTA or like NBA 2K or WWE. I haven't heard nobody get in trouble games that have like copyrighted music. Um, I know there's a music category on Kick, and like I've been playing music, but like I haven't got any warnings or anything. But if they did, I would, not
Okay.
because I have a DJ mixer, so I like I can kind of do like turntables and stuff. So I don't know what they would really consider that, but I know if you go to Kick, they have a music category, and it's like music, and then there's like live music, and then there's like other different things.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so do you think that a lot more people will be coming over to Kick now, and why or why not?
I think after everything, I think more people will. As of right now, last I checked, there was over 20 million people that have made an account for Kick,
Okay.
and that's like really fast. So like that was like maybe a month ago when I found that out. Like I know that there's more now, but I think as time goes, more and more people are going to go to Kick.
Yeah.
I think it's very what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's a very open and very equal opportunity for anybody. Somebody like me that been streaming for 5 years, finally, getting recognized on a platform and getting verified. So I mean, that's like one step closer to like partner because on Kick there's three levels. There's affiliate, there's verified, and then there's partner. Um, I know getting verified was a grind, and I can only imagine what getting partnered is going to be like.
Okay. So, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there were three levels. I thought verified and partner were the same thing, and people just use those interchangeably. Okay, so I'm learning lots about Kick today. Okay, so what are the requirements for each of those levels?
So, in order to get affiliated, you have to have a total of 75 followers, and then you have to stream for 5 hours, and then far as getting verified, it's a little bit more of a grind. So, in order for you to get verified, you have to meet these requirements. You have to have 20 subs, and that's not gifted. So, you would have to have 20 individual supporters sub to your channel. And then you would need to have an average of 75 views. You have to stream for a total of 12 days in the 30 days before it, goes back. And then you have to stream for a total of 30 hours within 30 days. And then you have to have 300 unique chatters within 30 days.
Okay. Interesting.
And I know some people said that that's more than the other platform that we will not name. But I really do feel like it is worth it. Once you reach it, it's like an achievement. It's like you feel like you made it because a lot of people don't have that, and I know a lot of people. That's like everybody's goal over there is to get verified. And now that there is a partner program, I know a lot of people are gonna try to push for that partner program, and I'm excited.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, what do you see for the future of Kick? Do you think that it's going to eventually take over as the number one live streaming platform?
I feel like
Loaded
I feel like
question.
it's I feel like for streaming as a whole, I feel like okay, so I feel like for sure it's gonna surpass that other platform. I feel like it is. I see so many people complaining and just so upset and frustrated with that other platform. It's just like I feel their pain. It's like I know some of them can't go to the other platform because they stream on console. So like I get it, and then so I definitely feel their pain. But I feel like once they're given that opportunity to, I think they'll come to Kick. I think
Mm.
it's a really good move. I suggest people trying to give Kick a chance. I mean, I always said don't knock it till you try it. So I would even suggest you to give it a try.
Yes, I have not streamed on there yet. I do have an account on there. I haven't streamed on there yet, but like I said, I just felt like I didn't know enough, and that's why I wanted to have this episode with you so I could become more educated on Kick because it's so divisive. I really just felt like I'm like I don't know, am I doing like the right thing or am I backing like a bad platform company? I just like was so unsure about it, and I just felt like I didn't really know enough to go and stream on there. So I don't know. I still feel like I'm kind of like undecided, but I do feel a little better about it.
I can honestly say that a lot of people that have been on that other platform have definitely said that Kick has been a game changer, a life changer. I've seen a lot of people, on Twitter complimenting how great Kick is. I know a lot of people that didn't think that they would even get, affiliated over there. I know people that still to this day haven't got affiliated on that other platform and got that affiliation over on Kick. And that means a lot, and I really feel like a lot of people do have it. They don't they don't know until they know, and I feel like once they give it a chance, then they can actually be like, okay, it's not so bad after all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I really recommend it. I feel like people should at least give it a try. Give it at least 2 weeks, a month of how they would normally stream on any platform. Like give it a good month and just see how it goes. I've seen people that stream and get affiliated within a week. I've seen people stream and got affiliated within 2 days. It just depends on your grind and your time and dedication. And I really feel like when someone new in my community they stream, I tell them, hey, whenever you see people live, just go in there and chit chat with them. You ain't got to be in there the whole time, but just get to know people. You see, and that's what people like to do. They'll join the Discord, they'll get to know people, they see people stream. I have the alert, so like whenever you go live, it'll alert people. Like it says that you're pushing out content on YouTube. If anybody really wanted to, network, they'd be like, okay, I see Rebecca MC on YouTube. Let me go watch her stream. I know some people have seen my cousin through that because I have it set up to where whenever he goes live, it says it too. So I know a few of my people say, "Man, I like your cousin's streams. He has so much energy," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's contagious." But yeah, it's little things like that. So like
we have Kick alerts, so whenever people go live on Kick, people can go and see who's streaming. It'll tell you. So like that's what I do on my Discord. So I think that is important whenever you have those tools to like have available for people. It gives people the opportunity to meet new people, and that's what I like about Kick. Like like you never know who you may come across, and you may not know who may come across your channel. So you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
the CEO of Kick, um, he gifted me 100 subs.
Really? That's cool.
And I was playing Farlight 84.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and it's crazy because when it happened, a couple of people was watching Eddie on his stream, and they were searching. They was like, "Let's try another game. Let's try something different." And you can hear like them saying my name, and people like freaking out. So like I actually went to his VOD and seen his side of it because people see my side of it, but when I seen his side, it was like, wow, like who would have thought he came across my channel?
Yeah.
So that was a really good feeling.
Yeah.
Yo of Kick came to my channel on my mom's birthday at that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, that's not something I've seen in other platforms before either. Like the CEO coming into like other people's streams. Like even like the biggest streamers on those platforms, I don't think I've ever seen like the CEOs of those platforms go into those streams.
I'm telling you, it's an experience like no other. Like I mean, honestly, throughout my whole streaming career, it's definitely different. It's a different feel. It's almost like I see so many people stream over there, and it's just like like I love the stream. It's like my whole passion, my whole like ambition, my whole like just my whole mindset on streaming has changed since I've been on Kick. Like I was giving up on the other platform. Like I was just like so frustrated. I was so down. I felt defeated. I felt like I was in a pond full of sharks. It was like I didn't see myself making it because you couldn't support. Like it was just so limited on everything you could do over there, and it just everybody wanted to stream, and I'm not trying to take it from anybody, but it's like we're all around the same support system, and it's like you can only support a certain amount, and it's just like
Yeah. I'm 100% with you. It's tough. It's really really tough, especially on a platform like the platform that shall not be named, and they have no discoverability, and they rank the streams by highest amount of viewers to lowest, and it has gotten a little bit better lately, but I just feel like for me, like there's a point of no return. I feel like they've done too much damage to their streamers, their creators, and they continuously make decisions that are not in the best interest of the streamers, and I don't like that. And I just feel like they're at a point of no return now.
I agree. It's like that song. It's too late to apologize. I feel like we put so much hard work into this, and I've always said this. I feel like all content creators deserve what they put in, and I feel like a lot of people do 9 to 5s. A lot of people, do a lot of real life work, and it's like they come home and they want to still stream, and I feel like they put, it don't matter if it's an hour to like 10, 24. Like I see the work that they put into these streams, and it's like, man, they deserve so much. And just seeing what is happening over there is so heartbreaking. And
Yeah.
it hurts, but at the same time, I know it'll get better. And I know, my thing is I've always said this, never settle. And like, Mixer, it all goes back to Mixer. I felt really good about that platform, and then it shut down. And I feel like nobody should feel obligated to streaming. And that's what I like about Kick, and I like about you platforms, and I feel guilty or obligated to streaming on one platform.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I was on the platform that shall not be named, like I mean I also like I work a full-time job, and I have a dog, and I'm just trying to do like a regular life on top of streaming and content creation. And when I was on Twitch, like I would, if I had like a 4-hour stream and nobody came in, that was like, it was almost like a waste of a stream. But if I'm on YouTube, I know people can find that stream after. Like there's no, I don't think there's any such thing as a bad stream on YouTube, because it doesn't depend on a live viewer metric. So no matter how many viewers you get in that stream, like everything will contribute. Like even if you get the same 5 people coming back to watch your streams every time, that they still add to your watch hours. So like you're still rewarded for getting those 5 people to come back. But on Twitch, like they don't count anymore. Those same 5 people, they don't count anymore towards your average. They're still the same 5 people. So if you're trying to get to partner, you need a 75 viewer average. They're just, not counting towards that average. Like you're not being rewarded for having them come back, even though you should be, because like you had a good enough content and stream to make 5 people keep coming back to watch you. Like that's good content. So you should be rewarded for that.
And that's why I like,
Yeah. All right. Well, I am out of questions. So BigJ, do you have anything that you would like to say or comment on? Anything about Kick or anything else we've talked about?
I would like to say that if you guys are looking for a platform, I love YouTube, so I'm not ever gonna talk bad about YouTube. But if you guys are looking for another platform to stream on, network or collaborate, or just to make a name for yourself, I think the opportunity presents itself with Kick. I think you guys should give it a try. Don't knock it till you try it, and just see what opportunities present to you. I feel like it's a great place. It's a great place to make a name, and a lot of people, are looking for a new place to go to. I think they should definitely give it a try.
Yeah. So please let us know what you think of Kick in the comments, or let us know if you've tried Kick or if you're going to try it, or what's any thoughts that you have about Kick. Please leave a comment with what you think, because I'm very curious also to see just to see what people's thoughts are about Kick, because it's such a divisive platform. I myself just like don't even really know what to think, because I hear so many different opinions, especially being on Twitter. I like, or X, whatever. I see so many different opinions that I'm like, I don't even really know what to think. And it's so new. There isn't like a ton of information on it either. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm not really sure what to think. So give me some opinions in the comments. Please go check BigJ's streams out. Also, BigJ, please, this is going to be the outro. So feel free to plug yourself, and when do you usually stream? What do you usually stream? What do you have coming up? Tell us all of that stuff.
All right, so I stream on both YouTube and Kick about the same time. I usually start my mornings off, I want to say around 6 or 7 a.m. CST, so Central Standard Time. I'm usually live on both YouTube and Kick. Later in the evenings, around about 8, 9-ish p.m., I'm usually on this Kick, or I might switch it up. So you can find me on both platforms. I'm usually live on both platforms, hand in hand. Um, yeah, and I like to thank everybody that watches this, and I thank you most of all for including me on your podcast. It was a great honor. I enjoyed you on my
You're
podcast.
Embarrassing me.
So,
on my own podcast. We don't allow feelings in here. We don't allow happy feelings in here. We can have negative feelings. Okay. Okay. So I will have all of BigJ's links in the description. Please go check him out. He's also on Twitter. You're pretty active on Twitter. I don't know. Do you have any other platforms you're active on?
TikTok. And Instagram.
Okay. Well, I'll have all your links. I don't even know if I'm on your Instagram because I don't even use Instagram very much. Like, I'm hardly ever on Instagram anymore.
That's fine.
So I'll have to go follow your Instagram. Okay, so yes, please go check BigJ out and leave us a comment on anything that we've talked about, especially Kick. Let us know what you thought, if you're going to try it or not. And if you have tried it, let us know what you think. BigJ, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. And we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.